Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. Oh boy. So the 3-race wildcard stretches in the books. It was Petty, Burton, and Rudd that picked up the dubs. Well, moving forward, we got back-to-back short track action. We got a night race at Rockingham, where we go into the one and only Martinsville race of the season. That race is glitched out, so we only run one race there a season. Got Pocono. We got the Indianapolis 400 Brickyard thing, Bob. And then, of course, we got Watkins Glen. Updated point standings. Finally, we are the Winston Cup points leader, and we're going for our 3rd championship. Think about this, guys. In both of our championship seasons, check this out. We had 20 top 5s in 2007 and 20 top 5s in 2004. So 20 top 5s seems to be the magic number, right? We still got a lot of top 10s to go. Granted, we only ran 18 races, though. Put this in perspective, that means only 4 races we did not finish in the top 10. So, when you have roughly 15 more races to go, there's a pretty good margin for error. We should be okay. The top 5s, though, are incredible. Like, that is really freaking good. With, like, 15-something races to go. Probably a little bit more, honestly. Already at 14 top 5s. That is staggering to me. So, we're only 10 points ahead of Jeff Gordon, but check this out. We're I'm talking a full race ahead of Marlon, Jarrett, and 2 races ahead of Jimmy Johnson. So, only cat we got to worry about that 24 car. We're going to go ahead and look through the rest of the field here, and I'm going to make some mathematical eliminations. I'm going to mathematically eliminate Darrell Wolfe from the 2008 Winston Cup Championship. He has 1 career win in 2007, but I would have mathematically eliminate him from Hensley Racing, the New York native. He is eliminated. 800 points out, you're just not going to make that up. So as far as I'm concerned, Rusty Wallace and Ryan Newman, the Penske duo. Oh, God. Get that number off my screen. So the Penske cats are, yeah. So anyways, let's see. We're gonna run the, let's run the Bassmaster car. We're going to the Rockingham Summer Night Race. This is going to be a barn burner, guys. Let's go racing. Wow. So by 0.3 of a second, we're on the pole for the Rockingham 400. Mr. Jeff Burton is boogieing. Let's go ahead to the down track side of the Bassmaster Ford Taurus.
Welcome everyone to Rockingham, North Carolina for NASCAR Winston Cup Racing at the Rock. This is Joe Moore and Barney Hall, and we're glad you could join us. What makes the Rock so tough, Barney?
Tires, tires, and more tires. You've got to take care of your Goodyear Eagles when you come to this place. Otherwise, you'll be sliding up into the wall before you know it.
Jeff Burton always gets around these speedways mighty fast in qualifying.
Boy, you're so right. He just pushes that car to the limits in qualifying, and it does pay off when you can start in the top 10 at these speedways.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for Audrey Clark.
Yeah, he's definitely not used to having to pick through traffic so early in a race. This could make it an exciting race for him, or it could be disastrous. You just never know when you start in the back.
Jerry Nadeau is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
And, of course, nobody wants to be on the bottom of that points list. He'll have to work extra hard to pick up spots. Not an easy task to dig yourself out of a hole in this series.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here we go, folks. On the front row next to the Hills Brothers coffee-looking car, the Chevrolet. So, we're at Rockingham. The championship is starting to heat up. We're the points leader. So, finally, by the grace of God, thank you, Jesus. And, you know, it's kind of funny how I mentioned that, when we started early this season, we had our struggles at Rockingham, Vegas, Atlanta, etc. I said, those mistakes we had then, we're going to be feeling that pain until we get to the Pepsi 400. What race did we take the points lead at? The Pepsi 400 at Daytona. That is crazy. So here we go. 39 laps, Winston Cup action, summertime, Rockingham primetime racing. This should be fun. Last time we went here, I mean, we absolutely got destroyed. I mean, we were just so non-competitive. And Dale Jarrett's just going to just mosey on by on the inside. They are so good on the start of these races, guys. If I can try to bump him, I want the first lap lead. Can't get to him, it's okay. He's lost a lot of points during the summer, so we're not worried about him. We're worried about Mr. Jeffrey Gordon. Jeffrey Gordon in the DuPont Chevrolet. That cat's, he's like, what, 9 or 10 points behind us. Rusty Wallace, I don't know what that dude's doing. But I got to get around Mr. Dale Jarrett. So anyways, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good right now. We're finally into the Winston Cup points lead. And now we control our own destiny. You know, now it's, okay, how do we keep the points lead and how can we build amongst it? Because we've always had a fight from behind. We've always been down in the bottom of the ninth type of situation where everything has to go your way or you're going to lose the championship. I don't want that to be our case in 2008. Look, we'll take it any way we can get, right? Stay great, you know, stay grateful, stay humble, all that good jazz. Rusty Wallace about to dig on the bottom here. Holy cow. But I don't want to go into the final 5 races of the season down 180 points. Knowing I have to win 4 of those races or something crazy to even have a shot at the championship. I want to be able to go in there knowing, okay, we got this. Just mind our P's and Q's, and that's what I want to do. We're trying to win our 3rd Winston Cup championship for Jeff Burton here. But we've got a lot of Winston Cup racing to go. Oh, crap. Rusty Wallace. I tell you, this dude's got a hot rod. He's not fading off too bad. Whoa, Nelly, he's putting us in the fence almost there. Holy cow. Now, we are fighting for the most laps led. That's an extra 5 bonus points. So even if we don't win this race, at least getting those 5 bonus points pays huge dividends at the end of the night. So we'll just take care of our equipment and try to fight it off. But you gotta think about it. Next week, well, guess what? We're going to Virginia. We're going back there for Martinsville. That's going to be fun, guys. That's going to be fun. The one and only Martinsville race. You know, if you're only going to have one of them, might as well put it right in the middle of the schedule. I think that'll be a fun Sunday afternoon up there in Virginia. Hopefully we can have a good showing there, because Martinsville, the reason why, I have to explain this a lot, but I just don't want people to think I don't like Martinsville. I love the track in real life. But unfortunately in this game, when you have a 50-lap race there, the AIs, they only need to pit once. You only, as the player, you only need to pit once. Well, the AIs glitch out and they pit twice. So essentially they put themselves, every single car pretty much goes a lap down, and you're the only driver who only pits once, and you're basically handed a free win if there's no caution that, you know, wraps the whole field up. So essentially, it is glitched out, and it's a guaranteed win. I don't want to play, have a season like that where, oh, I go to Martinsville twice a year, and I'm guaranteed a win. Oh my God, Dale Jarrett on the bottom. Holy cow. I tell you what, man, old DJ over here, man, this guy, he is determined to get some points back. Trying to catch up to him here. Just some really stout Winston Cup racing between 3 different Ford teams. I'd say it's pretty darn good. And, you know, I mentioned before today's race here, Rusty Wallace is on the bubble of the mathematical championship, or realistic championship elimination. I like to do, okay, this driver needs to be within this amount of points or they're eliminated. If you're 800 points out with 17 races to go, you're out. I'm sorry, you're out. I know mathematically you could, if you won, let's say the guy you're trying to pass for the points finishes a DNF 8 races in a row and you have a maximum point stake 8 races in a row, then you'll get that spot. That ain't gonna happen though. So my point is that I use realistic scenarios and metrics and numbers, and that's how I determine when a driver really is going to be eliminated prematurely. So anyways, lap 12 out of 39 won't be too long, and people will be getting down the pit strip for some Goodyears. And I honestly, I love our tires. Like, truth be told, it doesn't even feel like the tires are really worn here. honestly, the car is just so stout. We could probably take 2 and be okay with it, but, you know, if you got a packet full of fuel, you might as well take 4 Goodyears. But if a caution came out and we lost a lot of track position or something crazy and we needed to pit again for whatever reason, I wouldn't mind taking 2. Because, honestly, the tire wear isn't that bad. God, man, I really hope someday we get Rockingham back on the circuit. Rockingham, to me, is the best track that no one's racing at in North America. It truly is. I mean, this track deserves a Cup date. It deserves a Truck date, ARCA date, Xfinity, Wheeling Modifieds. I don't care. They could go bring some mid-80s sedans from the junkyard and have a Wreckfest race here if they wanted to. I don't give a hoot. They need to have Cup racing and everything else at Rockingham. If it was up to me, I would say, look, we need to pull a race from Kansas, pull a race from Phoenix, whatever, and say, look, we're going to Rockingham, give you a 7-year plan, give me a Cup date, and let's see what we can do. Give them 7 years. I promise you could get an investor for it, too. You gotta think about it, though. If you give them name rights to the track, sponsorship rights to the track, some Joe Schmo is gonna show up with a briefcase, and they'll be enticed to operate it. So it's lap 17 out of 39. Should be seeing some pit road action very soon here, I'd imagine. Nope. Everyone's gonna stay out there. Huh. So it appears everyone's wanting to go the long way here in tonight's action. There we go. Cars are pitting. Dale Jarrett's going to lead them off for the pit stops here. I'm not willing to pit just yet. I want to make sure we guarantee the most laps led. And the best way to do that, obviously, you got to lead more laps. So I think DJ led like 2 or 3. I think Wallace led 1. So, I mean, truth be told, if we lead probably 1 more lap, I just don't see DJ leading 15 more laps. Could be wrong on that. Alright, I think that's pretty good, guys. I think we got a pretty good gap to second. I'm going to go ahead and get it down pit road. Let's get some Goodyears on it, even though they're not even that bad. Like, truth be told, I could probably run these Goodyears for another 7 laps and be okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get aggressive on pit road here. Lock it up, lock it up. Perfect. No damage repair. Oh, crap. Keep that car loosey-goosey. Keep the PSI down. I want some acceleration. There we go. Give me a sip of coffee. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up, guys. I would greatly appreciate it and do all this stuff for y'all. Oh, good. You know, I freaking love coffee. Like, I legitimately love coffee. You know, you can ask Race Day 2011. I tell you what, man, I've been on so many, like, late-night Skype calls with him, right? Talking about race cars and diecasts. I tell you what, man, he would agree. Coffee is life. It truly is. Coffee is life. I love coffee. Like, I truly love coffee. It is freaking amazing. So the 88 car goes across the outside here. Perhaps this could be a battle for the win, because he did pit before us, so... this will be interesting to see how this shakes out. Could we see a contrarian strategy? Maybe someone stay out really late here, or perhaps maybe someone will pit a little early. As of right now, Dale Jarrett is the first car 1 lap down. I wonder if we're going to see any crazy strategies here, and maybe that would throw everyone for a loop. Either way, we're boogieing at Rockingham here. Freaking love this track, bro. For the newer viewer out there who's never really even knew about Rockingham, a lot of people say North Wilkesboro needs to come back. I agree it does, but Rockingham, like, is just, it is just such an amazing track, bro. Like, Rockingham is unlike anything else. They need to bring it back. I love this place, man. Lap 23 out of 39 here. This is the battle for the win. Dale Jarrett is out front. He gained a little bit of ground on us pitting a lap or 2 early. He is leading some laps, though, but as long as he don't lead every single lap to the checkered, we should be able to get those extra 5 bonus points. But we got a pretty good run on him here. I don't know. Oh, crap. We got a Stanley Steamer here. Who is it? Please tell me it's the 24 car. Sorry, buddy. No, it's Jamie McMurray. Dang it. So Jamie McMurray is blowing up on the inside. That's tough for him. I'll tell you what, though. Dale Jarrett, though, is running pretty good. He's running pretty good for himself. You know, I don't want to tear up the car here, but I want to get around him. So let's see if we can try to get a run here. Ooh, Nelly. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. And that is a completed pass. There we go. Thank you, Jesus. So, we won the Daytona Road Course a couple weeks ago. And, well, actually, really last week because it was a Thursday race. And things keep going good. We might be able to win Rockingham as we make contact with Dale Jarrett. That was kind of an odd angle. He was going uphill. We're going downhill. Well, they already created a 1-second gap to the 88 UPS Ford Taurus. And, well, we got to go out here and just keep digging, bro. So, we still got a lot of laps left, I might add. So, we need to watch our RPMs. Don't want to over-rev the engine. There's always a chance of a random flash yellow. And I know this is really stupid, but I legit forgot to adjust the AI settings for this season. Because last year, we had the AI rec frequency and mistake factor to the max. Well, every time you do a new season, you go to the off season, it asks you, do you want to change your settings? I told the game no. Well, what it did is it reset it instead of it being custom, which I had, which made last season the best season of the playthrough. It instead made it, it reverted it back to legendary, which basically means the AI are extremely fast and they make no mistakes. So, after this season, which I plan on doing another season, don't worry, you know, God forbid anything crazy happens, you know, we should be able to get that. I'll remember to change that and make sure, before I save the game, make sure that we have the settings adjusted to how we can have more rec frequency. Because what we used to have, I mean, I'm talking about, you would go, we went to the Daytona 500, man. It was the greatest Thunder race I've ever had at Daytona. It was unbelievable. And you had cars that were just all over the place. It was, if you go back and watch the 2001 Daytona 500, and I know it's a bad example, but if you look at like lap 40, lap 50, whatever, the pack racing in that event was so unbelievable. That's how it was in that last season's Daytona 500. I mean, I'm talking everybody had a shot to win it. It was just unbelievable pack racing, and our car was flying, but it's just like the way the cars were moving in the pack, it was so fluid. We even seen a car get sideways and crash in front of us. It was so cool. I never had that experience in a Thunder game. Then we went to Atlanta Motor Speedway. We had like 3 cautions there. Like, the AIs were actually starting to wreck and fall apart. And for the first time ever, I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking realistic. So definitely for 2009, we'll get that corrected, don't worry. It legit, because when I do the off season, you know, it always asks me, do you want to change your settings? I tell it no, because what am I going to do? Make the races longer, make the races shorter? No. 10% is great. It's a great balance. It gives a good episode, you know, for the viewer, because I grew up watching the NASCAR YouTubers, right? So to me, a 20 to 30 minute episode is perfect. At least for me, that's what I liked. I like the 20 to 30 minute episode. I don't like the 10 lappers at Atlanta. I'm not about that. I wish I had the time to watch a 50 lap Atlanta race. I just don't have that time, right? So I feel like it's a perfect medium, right? And it's just so cool to be able to film these things, right? It really is. But I try to balance things really well, and that made having the AI rec frequency and the mistakes factor, I mean, it was so much fun, dude. You were like on pins and needles during the pit sequence because you didn't know if Bozo McGee was going to spin out, trap you a lap down, and then you're going to have to run 15 laps at Bristol, 33rd, hoping and praying for a caution. It was just... If you haven't watched last season, go watch it. I'm telling you, man, it's the best season of the playthrough. The 2007 season, we actually won the championship in that year. But it was the racing, bro. Go watch the Atlanta race and watch the Daytona 500. Those are the 2 best ones of the playthrough. Oh my god, man. It is unbelievably good. It is unbelievably good. So anyways, lap 36 out of 39. We're navigating through the lone ducks in the pond here. And I tell you what, a dominating night for Jeff Burton here at Rockingham. And, you know, I hope this is a... I hope this is a sign of, hey, we can win this championship. Hey, we can go get it done. We can go win this thing. It's tough to win these races, man. It really is. And compared to how bad we were back in the late winter when we went to Rockingham after the 500. Actually, it was kind of early spring, honestly. It was like the 4th race of the season. We pooped a duck. Like, we raced terrible. Terribly. We gotta watch our fuel, guys. We gotta watch our fuel. Oh, crap. Let's save some fuel here. I'm just gonna let this guy go. I'm gonna save some fuel. But I mean, it was just absolutely, it was just terrible, dude. Our car was so slow that everybody was passing it. I'm gonna let this guy go. I'm just gonna coast to make sure we have enough. Let him go. Okay, 1 lap, we're good. Because as soon as it says fuel tank almost empty, that is basically your 1 lap signal. That tells you right now you have where you are on the back straightaway is pretty much where you're going to be out of gas the next lap. You have exactly 1 lap left of fuel on board. And wow, what an awesome race for Roush Racing. Jeff Burton is going to win at Rockingham. Yes! And we gained points on Gordon. Yes! That was awesome. I know it was kind of a blowout in terms of competition, but I mean, my goodness, the battle we have between Rusty Wass and Dale Jarrett prior to that pit stop, man, holy cow. And we're out of fuel. We literally could just do like a Kyle Busch whip. Whipping nay-nay, and that's it. And this thing's out of gas. Wow. Freaking, that was awesome, guys. That was freaking awesome. A huge win for the team. A huge win. And I tell you what, man, what a awesome season. It started like crap early on. It seemed like nothing could go our way. We went to Daytona, had a top 5, nearly won another Harley Gerald trophy. Go to Atlanta, we get our blanked kicked. Go to Vegas, we get our blank kicked. We go to Rockingham, we get curb stomped. And we go back here, we win. We have a great run at Atlanta the next time we go back there. And we still got a date with freaking Vegas in the fall. So we still can redeem ourselves there. I tell you what though, big win right there. Another short track added to the Jeff Burton legacy. And Jeff Gordon though, he definitely, a little bit of a salty taste in his mouth probably. No laps led, 185 points for us. So that's 20 points gained on Jeff Gordon. We gained even points on Jarrett, and this is where the oof really begins. So we got Mark Martin right there, Dale Jr., great runs for both of those cats. Even Tony Stewart, outside the top 20, starting off and rallied. Pretty good run for those cats. Let's see, Marlin, not a good run there. And Johnson, he's falling off. Newman, he might be eliminated after that one. And let's see, anyone else? Big names through the shredder. And unfortunately, Jamie McMurray just, ugh. And he won Bristol earlier this season, I might add. Jamie McMurray won Bristol. So Kyle Petty and Jamie McMurray are upset winners thus far. But you know what? At some point, the big name drivers, the insert generic Jeff Gordon, insert generic Sterling Marlin, whatever, Mark Martin, they're all going to retire. So that means guys like Darrell Wolf, Kenseth, Hamilton, whoever, you know, just insert run-of-the-mill drivers. Because Kenseth in this game isn't 2003 Kenseth, right, where he's just so freaking good, or 2004 Kenseth, etc. It's 2002 Kenseth. So, yes, he won a lot of races, but he's not like, oh my god, this is a championship, you know, caliber team Kenseth. Anyways, we led 29 out of 39 laps. Absolute domination. Ford blew everyone out of the water here. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Upload these videos of the 2003 and 2004 after this season. I'm announcing another career mode a season of career mode for Thunder 2004. That's going to be coming up after this season is concluded. So within probably a month's time, you'll be able to tune in for some more Buffet Racing South career action. How's that one going to play out for the new season? Who knows? Maybe we can get our sponsorship woes turned back around. But for the 2003 season, we're doing pretty good right now, man. Very blessed, very blessed. Upload these episodes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope you're having a great one. Diecast Buffet signing off.